U.S. Nationals had a record-setting number of breaststroke dolphin kick disqualifications. Olympic medalist, disqualified. NCAA champion, disqualified. Over 30 DQs. What is going on? Are all these people just trying to cheat? Why is this happening? Is it fair? What is the rule? What's going on here? Today, we're gonna talk about that. Good morning, everybody. In this video, I am gonna talk a lot about all those crazy dolphin kick disqualifications. Got a lot to say. But first things first, it's early, so we have gotta get our workouts in. US Nationals was about 2 weeks ago, and it was super fun. Now, a lot of you have been asking me if I am getting ready to go to South America for the Pan American Games in a few months. The answer is, here is what I know. US Nationals worked like this. First and second place in every event qualified for the World Championships, taking place very soon in Japan. That is where our girl Lily and Coach Ray are currently at. Third and fourth place in each event qualified for the Pan American Games, taking place in Santiago, Chile. Now, I got fourth place in the 100 breaststroke, with a time that I was very happy with. However, USA Swimming is not taking a full roster to Pan Ams, which means potentially there are some second place finishers like myself who won't make the roster. As of me filming this video, they have not announced the team and I have not received any word, so we don't know. However, that really doesn't matter. Got a lot of super fun stuff coming up. Heading back to Montana, my birth state, doing a clinic out in Omaha with the Elizabeth Beisel. I'm planning a trip up to Canada. I am half Canadian. Some of you may not know that. There are a few meets I'm looking at. You got the Tier Pro Series meet out in Irvine, California. One of my absolute favorite pools. Maybe I go to that, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let's rock and roll. Got a light morning swim today right here. There's the set we're about to hit. I'm gonna be almost the last one and I got a little distracted today. My main set this morning will be right here. 10 50s, fins, paddle, parachute, tight interval. Just make it hurt. Make it really hurt. Get some good aerobic conditioning with some power. And then after this, we're gonna go to the gym, get strong. That's the main thing today. Oh, let's go. Yusuf, it's good to have you back. Going right into it, yep. He's back. Yusuf's back. We gotta get him strong before he goes to Japan for Worlds. He's only swimming one lap, so just down. He'll be fine. Pretty fast. That was set 2. Here's the whole workout right there. 5 rounds, 3-minute clock, bench, jumps, squat, chins. Be better than Yusuf. Last set, baby. About to see raw speed and power, Yusuf. Stop flexing in my vlog, Yusuf. New favorite shoe. This is the pair that I got for the meet 2 weeks ago. The CX-T1, this is the CrossFit or cross training shoe. It's got a firm heel so you can squat in it so you're stable, but they're still flexy enough to run. And they have a whole bunch of different colors, like right there. Where'd Yusuf go? I ordered Yusuf a pair yesterday. The shoe has a patent pending stability platform and a very breathable mesh construction. It's flexible in the forefoot for explosive movements and also stable in the heel for control and ground contact. There's a link in the description below. There's a few new awesome colors. Definitely gonna get another pair. Also, I just mailed the signed Shockwave suit that I announced in last week's video. So many people entered in that contest to win it that I'm gonna do another giveaway. So here is one of my absolute favorite Venzos, raced in this multiple times. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna sign this front and back and send it to one of you, one of the subscribers, one of the viewers, and I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video what you gotta do. to win this. There are some new colors of the Venzo and the Evictor on the tier site now, brand new line, so go ahead, check that out. Once again, there's a link down there. Swim done, CrossFit done. Let's head to my office and talk about these DQs. This was crazy. Let me walk you through this whole thing. Day one of US Nationals, the first breaststroke swims happen. 11 breaststrokers get disqualified in the 200 breaststroke. There were only 44 entrants in the men's 200 breaststroke in the meet. That means 20% of the 200 breaststrokers on the men's side got disqualified. That's crazy. 99% of these disqualifications came from dolphin kick on the breaststroke swim, which we're gonna talk about in a second. Day two with breaststroke events, you start off with the 400 IM. I am standing on deck watching the women's 400 IMs, and heat after heat after heat. There's a pause when the women finish racing, results are unofficial, gets announced across the auditorium, and then there's a 3 to 5 minute waiting period, and then someone gets disqualified. There was 6 disqualifications in the 400 IM for dolphin kick on the breaststroke swim, one of whom was the Olympic silver medalist, Emma Wyatt. As we're progressing through the 400 IM, the crowd turns on the people that are holding up this meet. No, not the officials. Most of the officials are very nice people. It's got nothing to do with them, really. But like, it would get to the point where there'd be a 5-minute period, someone would get disqualified, and then the crowd would groan and boo. Like, there were loud boos coming from the crowd. And then as we got through the men's 400 IMs, after that long pause, after each heat would finish, when no one got disqualified, people were cheering. Like the crowd was cheering and celebrating the fact that there was no disqualifications and that we were moving on. There were so many DQs happening that it actually became a joke on deck. And then after the 400 IMs finished, they were over 30 minutes behind schedule, way behind schedule. Shortly after the 400 IM, you have the 50 breaststroke. There's more disqualifications. And the craziest part was, one of those DQs was Max McHugh, the reigning NCAA champion, the second fastest 100-yard breaststroker ever, one of the fastest breaststrokers in the world, a guy who has a legitimate shot at making an Olympic team, swims the fastest time, goes 26 seconds in the 50 breast, #1 top seed, DQ'd. So in total, we're talking over 30 disqualifications for this. So let's, now that I've set the stage, let's talk about what this is all about. There was a rule change recently in swimming for breaststroke specifically. I'm not sure when exactly this happened, but essentially, previously, to get disqualified for something that is considered illegal, like a dolphin kick on the swim or an extra kick on the pullout of the breaststroke, someone had to physically see you on deck. An official standing over the water had to see it and call it. And then they would turn to video review to see whether or not that was a justified call. Recently, however, it has changed to where they can just watch the underwater footage after each race and then make a call based on what they see underwater. I think that that's okay. Like, I think, everybody agrees, cool, like people shouldn't be cheating, people should be swimming the right way. That all makes sense. But here's the problem. This was the first time that USA Swimming had what I assume multiple officials sitting, watching the underwater footage after each race, DQing people over and over and over again. There was no consistency. Like, this came out of nowhere. No one saw this coming. You ask one of the 30 athletes that got disqualified, some of whom are the fastest breaststrokers, swimmers on the planet, why did they get DQ'd? Did they know that this was even a thing? Did they know that they were doing this? Were they trying to cheat? They would all say no. There were more disqualifications in the 200 breaststroke and in the 400 IM because there's more of a glide, allowing more time for the feet to drop. So the breaststroke rules state that you do the breaststroke kick. Let me show you my breaststroke kick. You do the breaststroke kick. The feet can come up, but they can't come down. So any of this, that's illegal. That's illegal. Now, I describe that as turbulence because a lot of people have just like a little bit of a bounce. That's crap. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. You should not be allowed to boom, okay? That's crap. Boom, okay? But a lot of people, the 400 IMers, for example, were getting DQ'd for this. Just a little bit. Because they're gliding, they're pressing, and there's a little bit of a drop. And I would guess that pretty much none of those swimmers even knew that they had a little bit of a bounce or a little bit of a drop. So, circling back to the problem, if USA Swimming is going to be doing this at US Nationals, at selection meets where they're choosing World Championship teams, Pan American game teams, U23 teams, World University game teams, you've got lots of people that are putting their livelihoods on the line. You've got lots of people that are trying to qualify for these big teams, preparing for the Olympic Games next summer. there's gotta be consistency. You see, if they were doing this at pro swim meets, like tier pro swim meets throughout the year, then we would know and people would be prepared and this wouldn't be an issue. But the fact that this, like, all of a sudden you have an overwhelming, an insane percentage of people getting disqualified, it's like, okay, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be doing that. What I am saying is there needs to be some consistency, and I think we all can agree on that. And I was talking to my club coach, Ron Aiken, and he said, you know, okay, we're finishing an event, like the 400 IM, for example. We finish an event, and then we sit for 5 minutes for them to review. So why is it taking so long? Like, is there one person reviewing the footage of every swimmer going up and down each lane watching everything? Do they have multiple officials there that are watching different things? Are they seeing someone who has a little bit of a drop and are they trying to figure out, okay, is this a dolphin kick? What is a dolphin kick? This is a dolphin kick, right? Breaststroke kick, that's a dolphin kick. But this, is that a dolphin kick, right? Is that propulsion? Is that making them go faster? I mean, I feel like there should be a 60-second shot clock on this. They review underwater for 60 seconds. If they don't see anything, they don't see anything. If they see something, if within that 60 seconds, they can say, okay, that's a dolphin kick for sure. That's illegal. This is definitely not what breaststroke is supposed to be. It's pretty easy to spot. Like, you watch someone swim and you say, okay, that's definitely something that should be illegal. That's definitely a kick. That's definitely propulsion. Or is it turbulence? Is it just dropping? Like a little bit of, I've had lots and lots of discussions over the years on YouTube about dolphin kicking with breaststroke. I've been DQ'd for a lot of things in the past as well. There is a gray area there, and I've talked about this before. There's a gray area. Even on the breaststroke pull down, a lot of breaststrokers push off in the streamline. They do their dolphin kick. They snap their arms down, and then when the arms snap down, they surge up, and sometimes your lower body drops a little bit. Well, that's movement. That's undulation. And technically speaking, you're not allowed to have any undulation, but it's not like someone is kicking. You see what I'm saying? So it's very, very odd, but there needs to be some consistency for USA Swimming. There needs to be consistency across the board for all major competitions. Lots and lots and lots of breaststrokers have this. See that tiny little drop? Technically, this is illegal. Technically, they're DQing people for this. Now, if it's this, okay, yeah, that's propulsion. That's a dolphin kick, but it's weird. Anyway, I could talk about this forever. I'm gonna cut myself off now. But the more importantly, what do you all think? What did you think of all these disqualifications? What do you think about the rules, the underwater ruling? Are we gonna see a lot of people get disqualified at World Championships? What's gonna happen this summer? What's gonna happen next summer? It's very, very interesting. Win this signed Venzo from me. I'm gonna sign it really big right there and sending it to one of you. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta like this video, this YouTube video. Today, the day that I'm posting this video, I'm going to post a photo on Instagram. You have to like that Instagram photo and comment on that Instagram photo. Why should you win this suit? Now guys, there are new Venzo and Evictor prints available on the website. Click my link down there below. There are also new colors of my favorite CrossFit shoe, the CXT1 shoe. Click that link down there below. Check those out. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let me know what you all think down there below. I gotta head outside and chop up a tree. We had a crazy storm the other day, and one of our trees over there just... For swim clinic information, head to ultimateswimmer.com, put in a little info. That's how we do that. For private one-on-one swim sessions, you want me to train you, you wanna do underwater video review with me here in my pool, shoot me an email, CodyMillerShow@gmail.com. I'm still a little behind on my emails, but I promise I'm getting through all of them. It's just like, it's been a little crazy. Big thanks to Tier for sponsoring this video. As always, smash that subscribe button, and until my next video, I will see you all later.